Welcome to the Forward Thinking Conference 2022. This is our first annual conference, and I'm just so excited about it. So excited that everybody could join us. So I wanted to start off by just expressing FMS's vision. So I'm not going to read all these PowerPoints, but this one I want to start with. So the logistics is an essential backbone to this country. Small companies like yours are the cornerstone to this market and to our U.S. economy. As FMS, we strive to help you to change the world for being better with your companies. Sometimes we get caught up in the day-to-day activities, and we don't really realize how important what you do in our market is. And we are here to service you. So to start this, our companies, our customers, it's you guys are doing it out there for the logistics industry. This is what strives us to get better, to make you better with our software. So we make software web programs that run, but the difference is that we rely on our customers, and you have made us where we are today. And we thank you for that. And we're going to continue to work hard for you. So as the background of this, whether you're making gigantic differences or small differences, it doesn't matter. You're still pushing it forward. The backbone of all of this is our communication between freight management systems and our customers. This is our first effort with this conference. We are really wanting to change the way that we do business. We really want to have a fundamental change with freight management systems and communication with our customers. So that led us into Load Plus Pro. So about 4 years ago, our vision is that people are going to start moving away from desktops. Now, it hasn't quite happened yet, but we're seeing it. So we're seeing, look at these. I mean, I put a little picture on here of a modern phone. We're now seeing these phones that can open up into tablets, and with a keyboard that also folds up in your bag. I mean, you can work from anywhere. Whether you're working from a restaurant, whether you're working from home, it doesn't matter. And with the pandemic, it's happened even more, working from home and that sort of thing. So Load Plus Pro is built on technology that goes around the web browsers and the modern stack. So that's why we saw this coming 4 years ago, and we started on it then. We now have this product out, and it's letting us take advantage of these type of products, but also in the future. So when your salesperson is out on the road and they need to enter a load right from that office, they can. If your dispatchers want to work from home, you no longer have to find local talent right inside your hometowns. You can find talent anywhere in the country, even anywhere in the world. So that's what Load Plus Pro was intended to do, and build on all the newest technology. So present day, so Load Plus Pro is really coming along nicely. We're ever building this. I mean, it's not going to be where we get done and say, okay, we're done. No, it's our product going into the future. Right now, our dispatch side, customer, carrier is pretty much complete in Load Plus Pro. What that means is that when I say complete, most of our customers have been with us for a long time. They're used to the classic system that we've had for so many years. That system took 15 years to build. I mean, it's always building on top of it. Today, we have built that in 4 years. We have taken that system and we have built that system into the dispatch side. Now, we still have a lot more work to do on the accounting side. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But right now, dispatch, almost all the features that you need are in Load Plus Pro. As we're pushing the product to Load Plus Pro, we're also trying to make it better. We're trying to dial in to the work that's taking you a long time. So there's less clicks and you can work a little bit faster. Now, there's a fundamental difference between remote desktop and web-based applications. While web-based applications are modern, let you work from anywhere, the communication between web-based applications is that you have to send the data back and forth across the cloud. So what we try to do is we try to minimize that data that goes back and forth. But sometimes there is that delay going back and forth, but you don't have to have that constant connection either. So there's goods and there's bads on dealing with the web. When you're in a remote desktop, all you're really seeing is the screenshots. All the work is being done on the other side of that computer. So sometimes the speed of the remote desktop appears to be a little bit faster than the speed of the web. So what did we do? Did we make the web and say, okay, no, you have to switch? No. What we did is we said, okay, we're going to share that database. We figured out a vision of growing Load Plus Pro so that you can have the web and you can have the classic. Now, someday, as technologies move, classic might be used less, but we're going to try as long as we can, and within the next years to come, to have both exist, because some people do not want to move from the classic or to the pro. That's okay. However, what I will say is that as you move to pro, you will get new features and more features either first or just in general. Okay, so that's where we're going. So are you going to be left behind? Not for a long time if you use classic, but using pro will build you out and help your company a little bit more with the new features that are coming. Okay, so we've looked at what we've kind of been released lately and what are you going to be looking at this year and into next year. So we're going to get to some of these, but I just want to touch on them. So we're going to be working on the accounting and the analytics pieces of Load Plus Pro this year. That's our main programming team is that's their number one job is to start getting our accounting program completely up into pro, just like we did with the dispatch. That's where we're going. While we're doing this, we're going to be also looking at bringing the reporting forward and doing better analytics. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to come back. I'm going to come back to that subject in just a minute here. Also, we're also going to be looking at consolidation and LTL. Consolidation means that we're going to have better tools for you to be able to use partials, consolidate them into a truckload, put even from multiple customers, consolidate them into a load, book that load, track it. When it's delivered, those loads break back out for accounting to then bill on those loads. When you have a partial that might not be able to get onto a truckload and you want to see if you can move it with, let's say, volume freight for LTL, we want to build our LTL system more closely into our truckload system so that you're going to have better tools to be able to move right into LTL and be able to book right from our system. So that's where we're going with that one. We're going to probably talk a little bit more about it, but that's the main topic on that one. We're going to be looking at a new counterpart to Load Plus Pro. What we're seeing in the market right now is a lot of small brokers coming into the market. Our system tends to be a little overkill for a small broker. So the 1, 2 user broker, 3 user broker, they have to go to different screens for booking and tracking and all the different things that they need. It's great when for your seasoned brokers like you, but it's hard for the small brokers. It's also what we're seeing is the small asset-based companies. Our system is a little overkill for them too, because there's a lot of things they don't need, like the available loads and that sort of thing. So we're looking at bringing in a starter sense system, an entry system, where right now we're labeling that FMS Ignite. And the difference between that one is that we might not have our accounting system in there, because these smaller brokers, they don't really want to learn accounting, and for a smaller price point, we do not want to offer that accounting and that integrated accounting. So we're looking to do QuickBooks with that one too. So the other thing on our plate is jumping into integrations and more integrations. So we want to know who you want us to integrate with, and we want to get that done. There's already a lot of lists of integrations. I'm going to talk about a few in the coming slides here, but that's what we want to get to. We don't believe, no matter how much software we build, Load Plus Pro, our software is not going to do 100% everything that you need it to do. I mean, you're always going to need email. You're going to need Word documents. Well, you also need other logistics softwares that we can't offer. You're going to need those load boards. You're going to need the carrier matching and just all the software in general. So that we want to integrate with what we don't do. We want to integrate with good partners that do those features. So we started this conference off relatively small. We wanted to bring in content from our own with our current customers and bring you what we're doing. But we also wanted to bring in content to help you learn and help your companies grow in other sessions.